played his first ever competitive Blitzcrank game, what, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Seeing Wolf return to it after a long hiatus. Top lane choice here, and it's just going to be the Trundle into what they expect to be the top lane Cho'Gath. Not like Sejuani will be anything different.
Yeah, Subjugate's going to come through, and they are just going to get pummeled, especially if that Kalista can get ahead.
But if you think about this, there is a bit of an element of risk here, because they're running a top lane Trundle into a Cho'Gath, set up to succeed in the 1v1, and yet they gave over Caitlyn, a champion that basically crushes every 2v2. So the big question mark for SKT's draft is, how do you manage a losing 2v2 bot lane? You see Blitzcrank, you see Kalista, you see a Gragas. It's going to have to be pretty heavy focus, you'd imagine, from Peanut around the bot side, because that's the only part where their draft comes apart. They don't want to involve the top laners. They want to find a way to actually survive through what is the most harass-heavy bot lane possible.
I mean, you land that hook into the knock-up, and Gragas is nearby. That should be a pretty dead Caitlyn, especially if you're blocking the Dark Passage from Tusin's Thresh. But SK Telecom, I mean, they feel confident in this one. We saw the insta-lock on that Blitzcrank, so this is something that they had prepared. They were ready to bring this one out. Now we get to see it in Game 2, and this could just be the finish here for the Afrika Freaks in this playoff run.
SKT rolling the dice. It was all about Afrika rolling the dice with their AD carry taking a support item in Game 1. Game 2, they leave open the Caitlyn. That's been a fatal flaw for teams previously.
All right, well, this is going to be a bit questionable. We'll see how SKT can handle this, and if they can go ahead and close it out right here and punch their ticket to face against Samsung on Tuesday. Let's get onto the rift for game.
The problems around bot lane. This is the one lane they were always going to gank.
Popping over the wall, flash in, looks for the hook, can't quite find it onto Kramer, but Tusin might be dead. The knock-up still coming through. Red Buff will slow him up, the Rend to come down, and one more hit would do it, but they hook him in, and Peanut, he's actually going to go down. First blood goes over to a Afrika Freaks, Kramer finds it, now firing away. Looking for a kill in onto Bang, won't be able to get it.
Oh, Tusin.
Dangerously close, but now Faker, he arrives. He's able to go ahead and scoop up the kill in onto the Thresh, but that got turned around on its head. Afrika come up with the first blood.
So much action.
Trading back in onto Tusin as Bang does take a couple shots there from Kramer.
Headshot nerfs, to reiterate, aren't live in patch 7.15. They are a 7.16 change. So the base attack speed being halved per level in patch 7.14 is the last Caitlyn patch note that's relevant for today. Mid lane.
The flash body slam in, pops, throw to the side of the explosive casket. He's just going to go down. Perfect miasma from Faker. Now trying to follow up. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, that's going to be Wolf. Looking for the pick here onto Tusin. Ignite ticking away, but will not find the kill. And the death sentence will not connect. Spirit and Tusin will both be walking away with their lives, but Kuro cannot say the same.
Yeah, Kuro was trying to bait in Faker because he was playing to a side where he didn't have vision while he has his jungler in position, but unfortunately for him, Peanut was already there. So playing to the safer side is what he needed to do. Didn't do that, and now Faker's going for a walk.
Yeah, he's roaming up here to the top side. Rupture will connect in onto Intara, but Miasma yet again thrown down. Martin does have the flash, but it's honestly not even worth it. He knows that he's going to be dead, so he will just fall as Faker claims his third kill of the game.
Yeah, the flow-on effect of that kill in mid lane is now also that top lane gets ahead, and this is disaster for Afrika after things went better than expected when they took down Peanut for first blood. The double buffs are off the Caitlyn. The lanes are now in their control. And Kuro, trying to bait in, ended up getting baited himself, and that has really accelerated SKT's rise. And the moment that you give Trundle any free time, now that Chomp affects turrets again.
Intara, well, he's having a good time here with Marin. Chomp coming down, but doesn't want to dive under the turret. Hasn't built tanky at all on the Trundle yet. Just has the Vamp Scepter and the Tiamat.
Bramble Vest done for Marin, but nothing really else to speak of. Mid lane.
Jump in here onto Faker, but the Glacial Prison
he gets Kuro.
And now, yeah, he has the Petrifying Gaze thrown down onto Kuro. Stun will push back Faker, keep him out of the fight, but Intara, he's pinching down.
The pillar.
Almost has that one ready to go in the meantime. The bottom side of the map, Bang is going to go down, but Peanut is able to find Kuro. So yet again, just bullying out the mid laner. SKT pick up a kill, but they do suffer a loss.
Yeah, we didn't get the full context on bot lane to know how Bang went down. But Tusin picking up the kill doesn't damage fall off at 6 items, is not there at 1 item, so he's perfectly happy with just a rushed Abyssal Mines.
Oh, they're going for the play in underneath the turret. Dark Passage to draw in Spirit, but Bang is already out of harm's way, has the Fate's Call, draws in Wolf, maybe looking for the re-engage, throws him to the side, the hook comes down, connects it on the Tusin, and he gets annihilated. Unleashed power, but that one said Sejuani will come up with a kill for Spirit as Bang goes down yet again. In the meantime, going to be a bit of a scuffle here in the top lane, but Intara has that blast cone to go ahead and take himself over the wall. Single-digit HP, I'm pretty sure, but he does walk away in the end.
If they're able to take the turret in all of this, though, as the turret went on top of that, but Cho himself hasn't gone for HP, so not the maximum damage feast that we've seen before.
Play going to come through here onto Marin. We'll see if he can stay alive. He's trying to clear out the wave very rapidly, but Antara has arrived. Subjugate thrown down, and Marin is not long for this world. So the team is coming through to try to support him, or at least hold on to the turret. But whether or not they're going to arrive in time, we'll have to see. Antara going to be the one targeted out as the box does drop. Death Sentence not going to connect. He will surrender his life, so it's a 1-for-1, and they don't get the turret.
It's a 1-for-1. They had to respect the Spirit, still had the Glacial Prison available. So even though Fate's Call was used, they weren't going to make a serious attempt to overdive in the bot side. So
why not start things off the ocean? In the meantime, Peanut going to get caught. Unleash Power will take him down, and Kuro just finds the solo kill catch on the Gragas.
Pings onto the Rift Herald as well. We all know about how pressure works in Least. We spoke about at length with the Abyssal Mask.
There we go, Spirit Visage for Antara.
And this is one of those builds. We see it quite often, the Rod of Ages into... Oh, hold that thought.
Going to get jumped on. That's going to be the hook coming through, and he just gets deleted. Kramer finds his third kill of the game. 3-0-2 on the Caitlyn, now looking to knock down that inner and mid.
The overly defensive flash didn't go QSS a second item, went for the Zeal to do damage, and is taken down. Trying to power down the turret, teleport to confirm it.
Yeah, Death Sentence not going to connect here, but it seems like they will just be able to knock this one down. Marin TPing in for added protection here for the rest of his squad. And they'll just go ahead and claim that first into the mid lane. I don't think they suspect this one, but Peanut is going dangerously low, so this is still going to be risky.
They know it now, 2,700 health.
They'll be pushing forward, less than 2,000. Can they get in there, though? The knockaway will come through. Spirit flashes way too late. They try to get the steal in the meantime. Bang, yet again, gets annihilated. Spirit will make it out with his life, but the remaining members of SKT now have the Baron. Dangerously low, and because of that pressure, draws them over. Hook coming down, connects in onto Spirit, and the Rend will not find the kill. It's actually going to be Wolf that comes up with it, so Bang really just can't catch a break. Rolls out the Fate's Call. Won't be throwing Wolf back forward, however.
Kramer's on defensive wave clear duty now. Achilles, he's not taking pot shots at inner turrets anymore. Trundle's going to return to the top side. This is exactly where SKT want to be. Faker doesn't have Ghosts, so he does have to poke around and get the Qs in.
Still going to be the Righteous Glory, but the Petrifying Gaze comes down into the Death Sentence, and Faker should be falling. It's a massive shield coming through from the Seraphs, but he will fall in the end.
Meanwhile, is the sub-story, though. Trundle will just take the turret in top side, so Faker, that information.
Playing into the river right now is Afrika. Vision now going to start pushing forward. Minion wave here to block out the Death Sentences. Hook comes through. They find Marin, but is that the target that they wanted? It seems like the answer is going to be yes, because he's completely locked up, and the Rend will help take him down yet again as Antara finds the killing blow. Spirit, without his flash, will die as Bang finally finds the kill for himself. And with those two openings, SKT can just push straight down the mid lane.
And when you have a Cassiopeia this big, you can fight front to back as if you have a Caitlyn. Doesn't matter that it's the Kalista, because they're happy to take down the closest target. And consider what Thresh, Syndra, and Caitlyn did while they watched Sejuani and Cho'Gath's health bars disappear. They could do nothing because their front line wasn't actually fighting in range of
going fishing at the moment.
One team's a lot better at fishing. Blitzcrank is the ultimate fisherman. Fizz, apologies, it's all about the Blitzcrank.
Yeah, man, when Thresh fishes, he kind of has to like dive into the water in the end to actually get the fish.
Trying to rush down Baron, but the hook comes in on Sejuani.
Lands in on a Spirit. Fate Call is drawn out. They're going to be looking for the catch here onto Tucson, who does go low, drops the box. The Glacial Prison will not really connect. Tucson's still alive, but Bang. Right at the last second there with the Pierce will take him down. And now SKT say, screw it, we'll just go straight in for this inhib turret in the top lane.
Yeah, they got a pick that allowed them to ride into a massive minion wave, and Afrika can't get there fast enough.
Faker trying to cut them off, throws down the miasma to slow them up, and you can see already the Twin Fangs just chunking through that Cho'Gath. No matter how tanky he is, Faker has that much more damage now, looking for the pick. Gonna go wide. They dodge out onto these traps, but that will be the inhibitor line being broken. 33.5 minutes by SK Telecom.
First inhibitor of the game, not the...
Tar's in the bottom lane, has the TP, he's going to pop it immediately as they try to arrive. Baron going low, halfway dead. Control ward in the pit. Peanut has perfect vision over this one, comes over the wall, and he takes it right out of their grasp. Peanut sealing away the Baron, and now Afrika Freaks desperately are trying to run away, but it seems like they're not going to have the option because Faker has him cornered. He's got him roped in to the blue pit, comes up with a double kill, getting rid of Kuro, getting rid of Kramer, and it might just be the Ace Spirit all on his lonesome is desperately trying to trade one back, but Bang says hell no, rends him for the double kill, and that should be the end of the game.
Afrika Freaks, their 8th game in the wildcard, their 8th loss in a row. Peanut smiles. Smite came in early. There's that cast animation on the feast from the Cho'Gath. Wasn't able to get it in. Peanut has got those steals before. SK Telecom break the hearts of the Afrika Freaks, and they will face Samsung in just a few days' time.
A lot of preparation to be done for that matchup, but for now, SK Telecom can revel and bask in this victory for themselves, taking down Afrika Freaks, their biggest rival in 2017, possibly close to all-time given the record by Afrika. But they come up with the victory, they advance past the wild card, they are into the full-blown playoffs now.
And now you have to deal with best of 5 SK Telecom T1. Not even the best of 3. Their lowest finish ever in LCK history was this 4th spot. Even their famous spring season last year was 3rd and allowed them to begin in the best of 5 phase. They jump into the best of 3, and in game 2 especially, the firing squad was enabled. Afrika had nowhere to go. They said, well, we don't know where the enemy is, we'll bring them to Baron. They had the Cho'Gath for the secure, but even that messed up Achilles. And honestly, when